Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Jamma Nicole on the Real Jamma Nicole show on the Real Jamma Nicole TV. No, but hey y'all, so today's video is just a quick little kind of a get ready with me, but more so showing you guys how I actually do my makeup. This is my everyday look. If I wore makeup every day, because I don't, but this is a quick everyday go-to look. It took me a little time to even complete the look. If y'all like videos like this, want me to do more videos showing y'all what I do without talking, let me know, because I can do that for y'all. And I'll post more of those, but it's just a quick little get ready with me makeup video. I was gonna do the full outfit and all of that, but I really just couldn't decide on anything to wear. So ta-da, I have on clothes. But y'all just watch the video. I kind of do a close-up on my eyebrow game, what I do, what I use. I show y'all all the products that I'm using on my face. If y'all have any other questions about the products that I use or what I would recommend or my go-tos, let me know. I'll make a video. If y'all got any questions, y'all already know, drop them below, send them to me on Instagram. 2 things, if y'all haven't already, hit the subscribe button below. If y'all already subscribed to the channel, thank you. I love y'all. We appreciate it. Second thing, if you haven't already, run over to Instagram after you watch this video and hit the like button and hit the, well, don't hit the like, well, go like some pictures, but ultimate goal is go follow the page and keep up with us on there, because that's where all of my pictures get posted when I'm looking like a baddie, you know? Here's the video. Oh. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using this witch hazel just to kind of cleanse my face, prep my face for my foundation. You guys can use any type of toner that you use. For me, my go-to is always going to be the witch hazel. You can also pair this with cocoa butter, and it works really good for discoloration and dark spots that you'll have on your face. Next, I'm going to be using this Crayon case eyebrow pomade. I'm using the shade medium brown. Also using the Crayon case eyebrow brush, which has a spoolie on the end, and the other end is a brush you can use for your eyebrow. To me, the brush does really good with the application of that pomade. Y'all can also use an eyebrow pencil if you're new to doing makeup, or you're going to be a beginner with your eyebrows. I would suggest that you use a pencil, just because you have a little bit more control over where you're applying. It's a little bit easier to kind of trace and outline. So what I'm gonna do is just outline my eyebrow with the pomade, and I'll start from the bottom. I'll outline around the bottom, then we'll go up to the top and outline. Now with me, if it's an area where I have quite a bit of eyebrow, I don't go so heavily with the pomade. You do of course want to make sure everything looks blended and even, so you'll see me kind of maneuver back and forth with each end of the brush until I have the set look that I want. Now you guys, you kind of want to make sure you're brushing the ends of your eyebrow, the end that's closest to your nose, just because that part of your eyebrow, you want to make sure it looks very natural. It's not supposed to be so bold. You kind of want to make sure that it's gradual, it kind of fades, it has like a gradient effect. You don't want it to be so bold, like you got your eyebrows on caps locks. Like, you want to make sure that, you know, it looks very natural, even though you're wearing makeup, because of course we're wearing makeup. We want you to know we got makeup on. I want you to know my face is beat, because of course when I wear makeup, you should be able to tell that I'm not in my natural state. That's the point of makeup. That's why when people are like, I want my girl to look like such and such and such, such and such and such got on makeup. So what are you talking about? But yeah, so we just want to make sure we're blending. So now I'm gonna take my flat eyebrow brush and we're going to just conceal and clean up around the eyebrow. I am using the LA Pro Girl concealer. I'm in the color Pure Beige, or I'm using the color Pure Beige just to conceal my eyebrows. And usually I'll only conceal the under part of my eyebrow, but for this video I am going to clean up and conceal top and bottom, just because I know people, you know, generally do both. They'll do the whole eyebrow, so you'll see me do both. So right now we're just taking that flat brush and I'm kind of getting close up under the brow, and I'm just taking that concealer down towards the eyelid, and I'm patting it in as I go, because you want to make sure that everything is blended. And we'll of course go back later and I'll use a brush and go ahead and blend it out. So I also wanted to just throw in, since I am concealing using a concealer, because I know sometimes people have little trouble like picking out colors. And so my trick for your concealer, if you're going to go and pick out a concealer, whether you're going to the beauty supply, the drugstore, Walmart, Sephora, Ulta, wherever you're getting your concealer from, the tip that I want you to use is that your concealer that you're going to be concealing your eyebrows with, or highlighting your under eye and, you know, highlighting your face with when you're doing your contouring and everything, should be about 2 shades lighter than your concealer. So if you're going anything lighter, more than likely your concealer is going to be a little bit too light. But you want to make sure that you're going about I would say no more than 3 shades. You don't want to have like white under eye like Sandy. So now I am going to be taking a flat brush. This brush is by Sonia Kashuk. This brush I bought from Target, and it's just a flat paddle brush. I use this to go ahead and just blend out that concealer around the eye, and make sure that it is not just sitting under the eyebrow. So I'll get close up to the brow, but I'm not gonna touch it. Now I'm gonna take my Becca Skin Love foundation, and y'all, honestly, this is my absolute favorite foundation. I have not found a foundation that I think tops Becca, honestly. It feels like skin. It's very lightweight. It's a buildable coverage. Aside from the Lancome foundation, I think though, if somebody was asking me my opinion, like, hey, what foundation would you recommend that I buy, and then they say that they didn't have a budget, or they didn't care a price range, I would definitely first refer them to get the Lancome, because I love that Lancome. It is a little bit on the pricier side. I believe when I purchased it last, I haven't bought it in a while, because I've been using I've been in love with this Becca. But
If I was asked, I would tell them, you know, first I would refer to Becca, then I would suggest, I'm sorry, first I would refer them to Lancome, y'all, sorry. Then I would tell them Becca. But y'all, I just love the Becca. It's very, very blendable. I can't remember how many shades that they have, but this shade, it kind of fits me perfectly. Now in the winter time, it's a little bit too dark for my skin tone, but it's because during the colder months, like during the winter and during the fall, my skin kind of lightens up, because which is like everybody's skin kind of does this during the different months and different seasons, but my skin kind of goes a little bit lighter during the winter because, you know, of course there's not as much exposure to the sun, and so your skin's a little bit lighter. Now during my darker months, like during the summer time or the springtime, when my skin starts to lighten up because I'm getting a little bit more exposure to the sun, shade is perfect. It's perfect still, even when it's you know, when my skin's a little bit on the lighter side, but it's perfect still. And like I say, y'all, I would definitely recommend this foundation. It is definitely my favorite. Their primer is really good too, but I'm not really priming these days because I don't really find a need for it. It's just like an extra bill when I'm purchasing makeup at this point, because I'm just like, I don't really need it. You know, I'll use it on other people, like on clients and stuff, if I'm doing makeup and they're wanting primer, but for myself, I don't too much need it. I don't really have oily skin these days, so it's like I don't really need it. So y'all, right now I'm just blending that foundation out, and I'm going, y'all see me kind of get a little bit close to my ear, so I'm just moving my little baby hairs out the way because we don't want to tap those. But I'm taking a Real Techniques foundation brush. I'm just blending out. You'll notice that I do go under the chin and I go onto the neck because I just want to make sure that it's blended out and I have like an even skin tone. I don't want it to be I don't want you to tell that my makeup stopped, like, oh, she stopped her makeup there, you know. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and I'm just gonna tap it near my cupid's bow. I'm gonna put some on my chin. I'm gonna highlight under eye. I'm gonna do the bridge of my nose, and then you'll see that I'll do a little bit on the forehead. Now I do the highlight of the forehead. It just depends on the mood that I'm in, because sometimes I don't. Not all the time do I do it, and you don't have to either. It's about where you want to highlight on your face. These are just the typical normal areas that you'll highlight to attract light to your face, which is the whole point of, you know, highlighting your face and, you know, applying the under eye concealer. This is where you want to draw the light to your face. So I'm just gonna go ahead with a sponge and blend that out. Now I've seen a lot of people saying that they don't like to use sponges because it soaks up the product, but I like to use sponge to blend my concealer in. So you'll just see me go in with that sponge, and then I'm going behind it with a makeup brush, which is the brush that you guys saw me apply my foundation with. So since that brush still has a little bit of the foundation, I'm just gonna go behind it and kind of buff that concealer in and kind of blend it in, since it has just a little bit of product left on it, and it'll kind of help make the blending easy. That's a little trick you guys can do as well to make sure you don't have any like flashback, or if your concealer is a little bit too light, you can go back behind it and do that. So we're just gonna blend out you know, every area on the face that we highlighted, and that way we can go back behind it with the powder and do our contouring. Y'all, also, I just want to throw out there that when you are doing your makeup, make sure that y'all are blending. I know y'all might say like, dang, I've been blending for a long time, y'all. How long I gotta keep blending? But you gotta make sure that everything is blended. You gotta make sure everything is meshing with the other. You don't want me to be like, okay, I can see where her concealer stopped, I can see where she put her blush, I can see where her you know, you don't want to have that. So you gotta make sure you go in and you actually blend it out. Now you don't want to go in there too rough to the point where you're like, you know, wasting your time because you're taking all your product off. But make sure you're blending very well. Then next, I'm taking my Morphe powder. This is the Bake Set. I'm in Banana Rich. This is just a setting powder, baking powder. I'm going to take it and you'll see me apply it to those exact areas where we just applied the concealer. And this is just something to set the concealer. It'll make your application look a lot smoother if you apply a setting powder after. There's a lot of different types of powders you guys can use. I've tried quite a few powders. I'm gonna do a video and I'll kind of just give my opinion on some of my favorite products, and I'll do a high end and a low end because I shop it all because okay, y'all. So now we'll move on to our contouring, and I'm going to be using the Matte Book by the Crayon case. I'm going to be using this dark shade here, this brown shade. This is what I use to contour my face. I'll also on my video let you guys know another powder that I also use to contour. I also use a stick. I just don't have it with me at the moment, so I've been using the powder. I'm going to take this Real Techniques contour brush, and you'll just see me tap it into that powder, and then we're just gonna contour our face. And you kind of want to I always make the little like sucky face and kind of go in where it's a little deep at, and then that's where I'll apply my contour. You don't want to contour on your cheekbones. That's where your blush is gonna go. Then I'll go around my forehead with a little bit of contour just to kind of add a little warmth back into the forehead. You'll notice that I'll contour on the outer parts of my chin. This is just to add a little, contour to the face. I'm gonna then take a small brush and then just contour my nose in. And with contouring on your nose, y'all, you want to make sure that you do precise, which is why I like to use a cream or a dark concealer or a dark kind of cream or something like that, and I'll show y'all what I use. I'm gonna go ahead and repurchase it, and that way I can have it for the next video. But I like to use that because it's like you can draw it on, and so you know how precise it is. But you want to make sure that your contour is in on your nose, and that's what makes your nose look slimmer. You can't do like a wide contour. You can't do a wide. Even your concealer needs to be like a thin, tight line, and then you'll contour close to that line and make sure that your nose looks slimmer. That's the point of contouring your face, to make your features look a little sharper and to make your face slimmer, in my opinion anyway. And so then I'm gonna go right under where we just contoured, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit of powder. I'm gonna then go back with a fluffy brush. Once we've sat a little bit and baked, I'm gonna go ahead and get to dusting off that excess powder, that excess setting powder. And so we'll just dust that off until we have the residue is gone, and it just looks fresh and flawless. So we'll go ahead and just dust that off, and then we can move on to the next step. But you want to make sure you're getting that off well and you're blending. So you're going to see me go back now with my contour brush, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of contour back onto my face. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush, and y'all, this is just, you don't have to do this. I do it just as a backup to make sure that I've blended my face and I've got all of that white powder off. I don't want to have any flashback, and I don't want to have any white under eye or white areas on my face. So I'm just gonna go back through with this fluffy brush, and I'm gonna make sure that I've blended everything out. We're smooth, we're flawless, and we're looking good. Now I'm going to take this Fit Me Blush. This is by Maybelline. This is that Fit Me collection. And I'm just going to take this blush brush. I think this is a brush for blush. I'm not too sure. It could just be a foundation brush. But I'm just going to take that and just pop on some blush. Not too much. You don't have to overdo it with blush. You just need a little bit to give your, cheeks a little bit of color. I like to use a richer or warmer type of blush. I don't like really red, so this color I'm using is in Wine. If you're close to my skin tone, then you can use this color. We're then gonna go apply our highlight. The highlight that I'm using currently is the Crayon case again. This is the Honor Roll highlight. And then I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna add a little bit of the Crayon case highlight. This is gonna be the loose highlight in the color AnGLOWla. And both of these, you guys, you can purchase with Crayon case. By far, I think she has one of the best highlights in the game. She definitely has one of the best highlights in the game, and this is the AnGLOWla, y'all. This one, if y'all ever see me on pictures and y'all be like, her highlight popping, it's more than likely the AnGLOWla. I normally only wear that on a roll. During the week, I wear it to work. I'll just moisturize in my face and then I'll pop that on, and it gives you like a glowy, dewy type of look. But for my outlook, I'll mix the two, or I'll just wear the AnGLOWla. So here you'll see me mixing the two. And y'all, this AnGLOWla is going to have your highlight popping. And what's so great about this AnGLOWla, you can really use it on any type of skin tone. So I'm light skinned. I use it. My best friend is a chocolate girl, and so she uses it on her, and it looks amazing on dark skin as well. So it's really one of those products that any skin tone can rock this. You don't have to be, a certain shade. This is perfect for any shade, in my opinion. Actually like it better on dark skin, but any shade can wear it because it's gonna pop. Like, if you want that noticed on your face, pop it. Also, y'all, it's really good because it's loose. Take an eyeshadow brush. You can pop it in the inner corners of your eye before you apply your eyeliner. It's great there. I'll mix it with a little bit of oil. It's great. Makes like a body shimmer. So it's a lot you can do with the product. Now, y'all, we're just gonna go ahead and line our lips. I'm using a lip liner, a brown lip liner. This I was purchased from my local beauty supply store. If y'all see me wearing a brown liner with any look, it's more than likely a pencil that I got from the beauty supply, y'all. And these pencils are $1, so you can go there, and it's just a brown pencil, y'all can go there and purchase the pencils. You don't really have to spend a lot. If you choose to, then that's your choice. That's totally optional. That's up to you. But if you're just starting out, you want a liner, then that's the one for you. Now we're gonna get into the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my winged liner. Now, my go-to, this is the only black liner that I use. It's by NYX, and it's their matte liner. And I'm just gonna draw on my winged liner. So I'll start from it depends. On the video, y'all, I'm starting from the inner corner on this eye, and now I'm just gonna go to the edge and just kind of draw the wing out. If y'all want a more detailed video on me applying eyeliner, then I'll do that for y'all, because I used to suck so bad. And then I watched a tutorial. This girl was like kind of explaining like how to do the eyeliner, and then that's what really helps me. And then as always, practice makes perfect. So once I got it down, I got it down. And so now we can rock a perfect wing liner. Sometimes, y'all, it's not so perfect, so don't even fret. You can always take concealer also if you mess up your eyeliner ever, and just kind of clean up your eyeliner with the concealer and the concealer brush. And so yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and I'll do the same thing to the other eye, and then we'll move on to our beautiful lashes. Okay, y'all, so now we're gonna go ahead and apply our lip gloss. I'm using the Fenty gloss in Diamond Milk. This is my absolute favorite lip gloss. Fenty has really great lip glosses. I do recommend those. Then we're gonna get into our lashes, and I am gonna be wearing the Drama Lash. This is from my lash collection, the Gemma Nicole lash collection. And again, y'all, this is the Drama. This is in the style Drama, and we're just gonna go ahead and pop those on using a little bit of glue. We'll pop those on. Now, y'all, I'm gonna take my mascara. This is by Milk. And I'm just gonna pop some mascara onto my lashes, y'all. Quick tip: so if you have a little eyelash like me, and that's because I've been wearing those extensions for so long, and instead of taking them off and having them removed properly, you know, little ghetto child like me, I do it myself and damage my eyelashes, and I pulled them out. So right now, I'm just working on growing them back. And you know, since I've started my own little lash line, I've been wearing my own product. So y'all can apply a little bit of mascara before you apply your lashes, and that'll give you a little bit of extra security to help apply them easier, and it'll help them hold a little bit better and last a little bit longer. So y'all, right now I'm just gonna pop those lashes on, and then we'll move to our next step. And y'all, I also recommend using tweezers when you apply your lashes. I'm using my tweezers and I'm using my hand, but using your tweezers, it just helps make sure that those corners are secure. So your inside corner and your outer corner, it'll make sure that those are secure. I know sometimes people use their nails, so that'll do the trick also. But also use those tweezers. And so now, y'all, we're finishing up the look. I'm just gonna take my setting spray. This is by Ulta. I purchased it there. Probably cost me about $8 or $9 maybe, but it is a pretty big bottle. It smells really good. And so I'm just gonna spray my face with that. You want to spray a few inches from the face, and I'll make sure I spray it at every angle of the face. And then I'm just gonna take this little tray and fan it until it's dry, until my face feels dry. And then that's it for that look, y'all. So here's the finished look. She's really cute. She's changed and put on some clothes.
We got to talking about something we disagreed on. Then she start telling me how I never be as big as Trey Songz. Boy, was she wrong. That was just negative energy for me to feed off.